Hello everyone, this is Tim J. Swan again with my furnace. I just want to show you this comment here somebody posted. They wanted me to build the 15 furnace version. I was expecting me to build in my video and I didn't actually build it. So, that is what I'm going to do right now. Here we are, we got all the stuff. And I'm just going to grab it all up. And I'm going to turn around and you'll see I built a little walkway here. And here is the 15 long industrial furnace that I built before my last video. And here I added a couple things in here. I have some glass for scaffolding, and then let's just revisit how this furnace works. So you go ahead and put in your smelting items in the top chest, and then your fuel in the bottom chest, and it evenly distributes the fuel. And these furnaces should be synchronized. And there we go. They're starting to make stone here for us. So let's just go ahead and grab those, and then we'll be able to use that to test our own furnace that I have room to build over here. So starting off, basically just going to lay out a whole line of these blocks right here. And this is kind of different from the last tutorial. It's not going to be as though we are it's going to be like we're building on the floor is one block lower, so we're going to place everything one block higher instead of digging into the ground to place these redstone torches here. So once we place those, I believe a repeater goes right there, and then a chest goes on the side of it, along with another block. Out here. Actually, I put that repeater in the wrong spot. Repeater goes here, and the chest actually goes here. So there's one block before we get to the redstone torches. And then of course on these blocks we're going to have 15 length of redstone. And then let's go ahead and hoppers are next. The hoppers are going to be pointed into the chest. As you can see, there's 15 of them. And then on top of those, we have our furnaces. So let's just go ahead and place all 15 of these. Alright. And then next after that, we have even more hoppers to place into the sides of the furnaces and into the tops of the furnaces. So let's go ahead and do the side first. Or I guess I should call this the back of the furnaces. Although when you put a hopper into the side of the furnace, I'm sure it's the fuel. It counts as the fuel input. And then next, let's just go ahead and place our blocks that should be adjacent to this first row of hoppers. I believe it goes even past the last one, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and just do that. And then there's also a kind of symmetric row up here on the one block up. If you remember from before, we have two equivalent kind of circuits, but one was kind of offset up a block because one's the fuel and one's the the input there. Now, if you remember from the last tutorial, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Well, actually, this is like the last tutorial anyway. We're going to place some scaffolding there and then finish placing our hoppers. So the hoppers are facing that way, away from our input. Okay, and then remember we have 2 extra hoppers at the end, and that's for the input to properly get its timing and everything. It's been a while since I actually built this the first time. So here's the part that is good to remember. If you remember something, remember this right here. When you have these hoppers on the end, you place a block on the bottom hopper on both of them. Then you place scaffolding outside of that. Then you surround the scaffolding in kind of like a plus shape. Here, I gotta get some scaffolding just to get up there. So you surround the front, the back, and the top of the scaffolding. And there you go. You have like this kind of like this plus shape. And this is where we place all 4 of our what do you call these? Comparators. Sorry. There we go. All 4 of our comparators. And then we want to place redstone on this end and block it off with a block. And then on the side of that, we're going to have another block with the redstone torch. Same on same on this side. There we go. And then repeaters pointing back. And then let's go ahead and just fill this out with redstone. Now, the redstone on this that you actually place on the top of the hoppers, make sure when you go back away from the chests, you only go to the second one. You don't go to this one. And I'll show you that in a second. It's because we're going to place redstone torches there. But you do go all the way down to where this chest is, where those chests are. Okay, there we are. We're almost done using all of our redstone. You'll notice we do have 4 redstone left, and this is where we're going to place it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and place blocks on these the redstone torches on either side, and then go ahead and place your 4 redstone as I do right here, like this. Those 4 dots, like that, and then repeaters in between, facing that way. And that is when we place our redstone torches. Now, we do have a lot of bricks still, and that's because we have to separate out the redstone, so it's not all connected to each other. It's just supposed to be connected in a line. So let's go ahead and place all these so that our circuitry works properly. And you'll see I've used up all my blocks. In fact, I think am I actually short 2 blocks? I might have actually placed 2 blocks that I didn't, I must have placed 2 blocks that I didn't even need or something like that. I'm not sure actually. Let's see here. Well, that's strange because I counted this and counted it multiple times. I even built this and then set it so that I had the right number of blocks. So that's Okay, so we're going to do some magic here, and we're gonna borrow 3 bricks, and we'll just keep in mind, we'll just remember that we borrowed 3 bricks, because I'm sure that I sure that I had the should have had the right number of them. But let's go ahead and turn this on so that we activate all these. Actually, let's turn it off for now, but let's leave this switch in there. Okay, let's go ahead and place our cobblestone and our oak planks, and we'll see if this works. Do I have any unnecessary blocks? I don't believe I do. I don't believe that I do. Oh, I think I found one. No, that is a necessary block. Okay, it looks like it worked. And I guess I didn't need that block. I mean, I needed 2 extra blocks than what I started with. That's interesting. Oh, no I don't. It's because I didn't... It's because I built it differently. That's why. Right. I don't need these 2 blocks. I knew I built something. I knew I built that part differently. Okay, so you don't actually need those blocks. You can put those torches like so. And then it will take less blocks to build. By 2. So who cares? The main difference between this and the other build is just these repeaters kind of on top. And that the length is longer. So there you go. There's the tutorial. If you have any questions, just post them in the comments. And thank you for watching.